r/AskWomen. Vagabond_T says, how critical/judgmental are you of large age gap relationships? Based on your view on what a large age is, of course. Do you care at all? Do you think it's creepy? Does it depend on the genders involved in the relationship at all? London Mist says, as long as nothing illegal is going on, both people are over 16 and happy together, the age gap is irrelevant to me. I'm only attracted to guys much older than me and date with a minimum 15-year age gap. Maximum age gap relationship I was in, he was more than 40 years older than me. Think_ad2837 says, if they are under 25 I would question it. I usually go for older men, about 2 to 3 years, but once I hit 25 my age range got higher. I'm seeing someone 9 years older than me and it's going well. I feel like once you hit 25 plus age gaps won't matter. Women mature faster than men, so I get why a lot of older guys go for younger women. Dick Cramps says, critical, yes. Judgmental, no. I myself am in a pretty large age gap relationship. All I can ever really say on the age gap subject is that age gaps are red flags. Red flags are potential warning signs, not an evacuation order. I was 19 and he was 33. It's been 7 years and we have an amazingly equal and healthy relationship. Gatherel Themd says, I'm not critical of them at all. As long as they're adults, I think it's exceptionally wrong to judge a relationship just based on something like age. Sassicap says, my dad was 20 years older than my mom. They weren't together. I was just a surprise out if their short situation. I find that age gap insane, but I don't judge my mom for it. My dad was smooth lol handsome British chap who loves to dance and race cars and was excellent at darts. That being said, I'm the youngest of my family. My brother is 5 years older than me, and even the thought of dating someone older than him is super weird to me. When I see a 18-year-old with someone older than 22, that's weird to me. When I see a 40-year-old with a 58-year-old, not weird to me. Lol, when I see a 20-year-old with a 40-year-old, that's weird to me. Jskmerhob says, it depends honestly. If an 18-year-old is with a 38-year-old I'm giving side eye. If a 50-year-old and 70-year-old are together, I don't think much about it. But those are both 20-year age gaps. It just depends. Dynamisha says, very as a young person it makes no logic as to why a 30-plus-year-old would want to date someone 18 to 21, very creepy. Iwanapati or dog says, I've been in quite a few. Sometimes it's a huge toxic red flag, but not always. Sometimes people just connect. When I was in my early 20s, I had lived on my own in Chicago, New York City and Los Angeles. I had more life experience than many of my peers and connected more with older men. I'm in my late 30s now and with someone my own age. KidCat_9 says, once the younger is over 30 I have no problem, but wouldn't go there myself. 25 to 30 it's more how big the gap is. Under 25 no more than 2 to 3 years difference is my personal opinion, but currently I would only go for someone born the same year as me or the year before me. But I'm not very involved in relationships and don't go out much. My reason for such a small frame is just because looking back even a year I feel so different from then, even though people like 2 years younger than me have more life experience. In general I'm judgmental of age gaps, but keep my opinions to myself and don't mention it unless it's relevant. Cryptic_kid420 says, it really depends on the ages. If it's 30 and 60 okay cool, but if it's 30 and 18 I'm judging. This is coming from an 18-year-old. Boo plus note 921 says, depends on the gap. r/AskWomen. Dazzling_strategy_37 says, what type of content you love to watch? Chimerical says, I'm a pretty average cook slash baker, but I love videos on the subject, especially from people who have a sense of humor and or comforting demeanor. I love Preppy Kitchen, Joshua Weissman, Nat's What I Reckon, Kitchen Princess Bamboo, Chainbaker, Claire Saffitz, etc. I also like some of the asthma ones like Cooking Tree, Chocolate Cacao, Nino's Home, etc. The Walk-in Jelly says, I'm begin to watching Disney YouTubers, love living vicariously through them when I can't visit the parks myself. Carafully Thrifty says, I don't watch much, but when I do it's often engineering videos. Even though I'd never want to work in that field, I find it really fascinating. Tia Blairone says, I like those street food at channels like Mark Wiens and Theford Ranger. Also Eva Zubek and other travel vlogs. Maga Lewis says, food videos on YouTube where nobody talks, you just watch people make like 27 kinds of donut for a bakery or a street food vendor making a whole flat top full of sandwiches at once over and over. Simpler Kiwigeral says, Grand Designs, UK. Space and science stuff, Melodic Sheep, and such. Music from my youth slash younger days, parents' late 60s stuff and all the way to the 80s. Sports stuff. Occasional reaction vids, usually Americans reacting to rest of world stuff, multiple aspects, policing, sports, schooling, etc. Real estate, especially long walk-through things, 10 minutes plus. A little game content. Honestly, it's just a little. Lots of psychology. Real stuff, not from one-abe experts. Learning all about the psyche of the world's nations. So many interests. And that's just the vanilla stuff. Mayadahubazach, H says. Anything on TikTok lol tbh, I get sucked into those tarot readings. Wrestling Woman says. Wrestling. Chocolata K says. I like seeing muscular military guys. Crease 4 of us says. Cooking slash baking slash mixology. Fashion slash hair slash macup. Book slash movies slash shows fandom discussion. Celeb gossip. Recent historical discoveries. Bioscience related TED Talks. Comedy podcasts. Mukbangs or eating shows. Dating slash relationship advice. Astrology chart or tarot card readings. Lots and lots of cat, dog, rabbit, or other cute animal videos. Chico41 says. Lawn mowing videos. Love watching the guys that do free lawn makeovers. Also street food videos from Japan, Tokyo, China and the like. Other weird not the norm videos. Bear 333 says. I'm obsessed with Good Mythical Morning. It's been a constant in my crazy tumultuous life for years. I also frequent Kitchen Nightmares and It's Me or the Dog. For TV shows usually Bob's Burgers or The Office. I also hate to admit I watched season 5 of Love Island and it was hella entertaining. Ilaogtingen says. Medical true crime. Relakin70 says. I love YouTubers like Penguins Zero, Not Even Emily, Whistlin' Diesel, Cody KO, and Film Cooper. But I watch a lot of content about plants slash terrariums, modding trucks and basically anything about engines and dirt bikes. Defiant _ mission 4511 says. Romantic fantasy. Usually vampires. Questionable Paradigm says. Video game video essays, current internet dramas, movie reviews, memes, Macup stuff, and H3 podcasts. 6ipicket42 says. I usually just rewatch Pride and Prejudice or various Star Treks and Star Wars. r/AskWomen. Montana _questions says. Women with long and curly hair, when/how often do you schedule hair down time? How often/when do you wear your hair down? How do you style it on a regular basis? Fartground0 says. Hair up equals I'm working from home. Hair down equals I'm off work. Hair half up equals working at work. At least it reminds me to relax or not. Fitness Newbie 00 says, my hair is more wavy, but I wash twice a week and style it with leave-in conditioner and air dry usually. I'll leave it down for a day, then put it up with a clip. Deepwood 41 says, I wear it down daily. I wet it with a spray bottle, add a little curl cream. I wash once a week. Lusa Lewinsky says, my hair is down 90% of the time, or in a loose ponytail lol. Boom Rosted says, it's only down long enough to dry, unless it's a very special occasion. Fruit Snack Eater says, very rarely. I prefer mini twists or some other protective style. If I do wear it out, it's usually in a pineapple. Harpy Siren 22 says, this might be a me thing, but my hair is about hip length. I can sit on it and have many times. That being the case, I usually only wear it down when I'm sleeping, occasionally when I film cover videos. I'm a musician. Unicorns 3373 says, I wear my hair down every day. All I have to do is get it wet in the morning and add some product. It's super easy. Gothic Minx says, I wash mine every other day and use curl products. Sad thing is I sleep terribly and toss and turn often, so my silk pillowcase doesn't really help. My hair is down to the middle of my back, so only when it's super hot do I usually wear it up. Emma Zinks says, long wavy / curly hair here. I wear it down most of the time, except when I'm working out or doing household chores. I wash it every 3 days and let it air dry overnight. Lena_777 says, for me depends on which day of the week it is. For my job, my hair must be up at all times, but I tend to keep it up anyway. Mainly BC my hair is really long, curly, thin and unfortunately frizzy as well, which makes me look like a blow-dried Pomeranian from behind. For washing, although it's a pain, I tend to do it every 3 days at the most. Painful Oil says, I wash it every other day and will usually wear it down the day after wash day, but then up the next day. My hair is more wavy / curly than curly and is usually a mess on the second day. Awakami says, usually day 1 of washing. Maybe 2 if it doesn't get wonky overnight. Hair wash 2 to 3 days a week. Minty Fresh Mint says, I wear it fully down for 2/3 days after wash day. I can normally get another 2 days with it half up / half down, and then usually stick it in a messy bun until the next wash day. If I wash it twice in a week, then I'll have it down for 4 of those days. Dawny19 says, I sleep with my hair down but bonneted, and sometimes when I'm just chillin' at home, I'll let my hair down. Far_independence_918 says, I wash it every 1 to 2 days. Typically use conditioner. Usually let it air fry, unless I'm going somewhere immediately or it's cold. Then I'll put in a heat protectant spray. Occasionally put in a curl define for a little extra oomph. Normally only use a hairdryer, but will straighten it occasionally, or use a curling iron to make smoother curls. If I'm around the house, I usually twist it up with a clip. But if I'm out, I leave it down. Little Ghoul says, I have hyperhidrosis on my head, surprisingly, so wearing my hair down is really difficult. I get overheated really quickly. I leave my hair down after I get out of the shower and brush it, let it dry a little. Otherwise, it's up in a messy bun. I want to wear it down more, but it's so wild. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.